So the Ices have had to adapt. If they're sticking to their guns and still playing Ices, they got to get a bit more creative with the grab combos, but still very, very strong character in the meta.
For sure. Let's see.
And I feel like Ice Climbers have this interesting thing where the more oversaturated brackets get with Ice Climbers, the better everyone gets versus Ice Climbers. So then now in this era where there's fewer and fewer Ice Climbers because of the wobbling ban, it almost comes back around where people kind of forget how to play the matchup as well, and it almost benefits the Ices in that way.
That is interesting, huh? That is a good point. Whenever I see top players streaming, you know, a lot of times they're streaming particular matchups. I hardly see them playing against an Ice Climbers when I pop into
these days.
These days, yeah. So that's an interesting point.
So, some, you know, a little bit of retribution from the Ice Climbers for having their strongest tool taken away with wobbling being banned. They get a little bit more matchup inexperience from the opponents, generally speaking. Some Ice Climbers players have opted to switch, so we'll see if Frostbyte has something else up their sleeve, but I believe it's probably going Ices. So let's see. All right, it is, and against Marth, grab. I think
Frostbyte. Uh-oh.
I think we know the game plan on the Marth end.
True, and we also know the game plan from the Ices end. Both will involve a lot of grabs.
That's true. Ooh, wow, the reverse side B there. That was an interesting recovery. I don't know if that was on purpose from Frostbyte, but that was pretty good. It kind of worked out.
It was tricky. You don't really see that too often, huh?
I've never seen that before in my life, but it kind of worked out. It makes it a little harder to edge guard, I think, just a little trickier. But that being said, grab cleans it up and strong start to game 1.
Yeah, grab a Marth from Kentucky, seed 15 in this tournament, got 13th at Hax's nightclub, beat NY, and lost to Zane's Sheik.
Okay.
Frostbyte is seed 18th in this tournament, and he was 6th on the MDVA Winter 2020 PR, and was a new addition there, so definitely on the rise.
Mm-hmm. And already on that last stock saw some good grab setups coming out from Frostbyte, so we'll see if Frostbyte can keep that going, because that is, again, pretty much the only replacement for wobbling that Ice Climbers players have is some wild grab setups that they are certainly capable of doing, but obviously much more difficult to execute.
Yeah, doing the handoffs and things of that nature. Very, very important. I like the way that Frostbyte's playing neutral, doing a lot of blizzards and then trying to read the jump, or trying to read the off-platform movement that grab is doing with an up air or something of that nature. It's working out pretty decently. Going.
Yeah, and clearly got the desync setups when Nana was alive, which also obviously makes it very tricky especially for Marth, where Marth doesn't have like the counter projectiles or some kind of reflector to get in easily. Obviously Marth can power shield, but it is a little bit tougher for Marth to deal with some of the desync neutral stuff that Ice Climbers can do than a lot of other top tiers.
That was crazy. Blizzarded one way and then forward smash the other way.
Yeah. Okay, and yeah, that'll clean up the stock. Nicely done from Frostbyte. Dead even right now. Oh, and I'm not sure if that up smash was on purpose.
Might have been an up tilt. We saw Grab doing that in one of the previous stocks as an edge guard. Low and high percent, because then at low percent you get some decent combos, high percent of KOs.
Yeah.
Oh. The Nana's been getting KO'd pretty low. Oh man, that's unfortunate, just falling off like that.
Yeah, and Grab definitely should have just gone for the edge hog there. That's one of those scenarios, again, the matchup knowledge helps a lot, where if single Ice Climber is that far off, you know that it's just a free edge hog.
Right. Man, but the single climber has been doing so well.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, as times have gone on, more and more, it's the mark of a good Ice Climbers player has been how good is your Sopo, and Frostbyte's showing that it's very strong.
Yeah, really, it's either hitting with the down smash or trading, so that's very solid. So much so that Grab is respecting the ledge play by going almost near center stage, and because the ledge dash has been so good from Frostbyte.
Yeah, finally takes that kill with the forward air, but Frostbyte did a great job of keeping this very close, and now should be able to clean this up pretty quickly if Frostbyte can find the opening. And there it is.
And got a fresh stock from both players, got the Nana. What's gonna happen here? Patient neutral. Dude, the icicles to cover the platform too while staying underneath with the blizzard. Dang, that's some good pressure from Frostbyte.
Yeah, some really cool desync setups coming out in the neutral, but that being said, Grab also doing a great job defensively, not overcommitting at all here, trying to force Frostbyte to make the first move.
Yeah, opts to not go for the Nana KO off stage.
That was huge. Okay. Nana's still living.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Frostbyte's used to like the fair range that Grab wants to do. See, he keeps doing that fair, like the max range fair on shield, and Frostbyte is just staying a little bit further than that now.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. Oh, and
such good spacing.
Yeah, big commitment there with the forward smash. Luckily for Grab, does not get punished. Oh, these clutch rolls from Grab. Oh my goodness.
Patient neutral. Oh, dude, he's getting it with the blizzard, the jump blizzard that time.
Okay.
Nana's trying to get cheeky, going all the way up there for a tech chase. Nana. Okay.
Oh, and finally kills an Nana, and that's not quite going to do it though. So Frostbyte has a chance here, but it's very, very hard to come back from this. And now, okay, Grab does do the same edge guard with the forward smash, but just waits a little bit longer this time. Again, that is a scenario though where you can just edge hog the Sopa when they're far enough out. They have almost no chance of making it on stage unless they're clearly above the level at the end of the side B.
Yeah, all the resources are kind of lost at that point. Like he had the side B from so far away that you would get the edge, but any hitbox was just gonna KO him.
Right.
Blur has been praising Grab though, so that's always a good sign for a Marth player. Because the Marths that I know that Blur likes is Zane, himself, and now Grab. So that's a coveted list to be on.
2 for 3.
Yeah.
Oh man. So we'll see what Frostbyte can do as far as evening this setup. Honestly, looked great throughout the match, but I was impressed by how Grab was playing the matchup. Aside from that edge hog thing that I mentioned, Grab looking like they know the matchup extremely well.
Oh my god, look at this combo. Who needs wobbling?
Yeah, that's the scary thing about Ices, man. Even without the wobble. Oh! What an edge guard. So much coverage. The desync's looking real clean from Frostbyte and a strong start. And kind of curious why there wasn't a ban on FD.
It is 2 out of 3. That's a good point.
So yeah, I was just wondering about that. As far as a counter pick, I definitely didn't expect to see FD because you would think that's the auto ban against the Nices usually.
Sure. Heck if this is supposed to be best of 5 at this round. I guess this is winner semifinals.
Right, but that was I think those
best of 5. It's best of 5. Okay,
oh,
it's best of 5.
Best of 5? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
It's best of 5. HBox 3-0'd someone to get.
Oh, okay. So that's cool that they're implementing best of 5 very early on in this event.
I think this is like top 128, if I'm not mistaken, which Evan did mention on Good Morning Melee. Not realize we're already at top 128. Damn.
Nice. Alright, well, that explains the FD counter pick then. And Frostbyte making great use of it so far.
I guess they were trying to go for forward air, bring him back down, re-grab again. Man, this neutral is so cool from Frostbyte. It was already tough enough for Grab to get around it on a stage with platforms, but here it looks.
Island.
And
to me, this is the best part about wobbling or banning wobbling is that ice climbers are forced to do really cool stuff. Like you have to do something cool. You don't have that just press A over and over option anymore. You got to do something wild, and we're seeing more and more creativity because of that.
Yeah. And this neutral is crazy. Like the combo game is obviously nuts from Frostbyte, very innovative, but man, this neutral looks hard to overcome from
I mean, as a Marth, you really want that option of platforms when you're dealing with this kind of desync neutral setup from Ices, because otherwise, where are you gonna go? They're covering multiple options in a kind of delay where Marth doesn't really have a safe approach a lot of the time, and you don't have that platform to just get out of the way.
Yeah. It seems like Grab is swinging a lot. Frostbyte will just like hold shield or wait for the option after the attack, and more often than not, he either shields it or gets away from it completely. So I think Grab is a little swingy right now.
Yeah. I mean, it could just be the fact that it's FD again, kind of changes up the matchup a lot for Marth, and not in his favor. Say that much. Ooh. That should be it. Oh, Frostbyte. Maybe trying to get a little creative there.
Crazy. That was a really strong counter pick. Jeez.
Yeah.
And it's not like Marth is bad on FD, but in that matchup and in that.
Yeah. In general, it's a great stage for Marth, but against Ices in particular, it's definitely not the best look for Marth, especially when the opponent has desync neutral setups like Frostbyte does.
For sure. And to the point that you mentioned earlier, not too many people have as much Ices experience, especially with the combo game being the way that it was from Frostbyte. I don't know if Grab was ready with the proper DI in a lot of those situations too, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's really scary when an Ice Climbers player is capable of those grab combos. There's so many inherent DI mix-ups that they can do off of those that it just makes it really tough. Even if you know the matchup well, they can just catch you off guard.
Yeah. Sure.
And now these platforms immediately paying dividends for Grab.
Yeah. I think especially when they get when Grab gets the Ice Climber separator with the platforms, it feels like he's able to get the KOs a lot more proficiently.
Right.
Because Nana will be like on a platform, just kind of standing there. It sets up really well for forward smashes. Kind of breaks them up a little bit better.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, on FD, that's one of the best parts about FD for Ices players is that Nana can get resynced so quickly, even when they do separate them, because those platforms aren't in the way. Ooh, yeah, great stuff from Frostbyte.
The distance that Frostbyte was at before the wave dash in forward smash was not one that you might be expecting to get hit.
So, the regrab. Wow. Okay, so Frostbyte reacted to what Nana did, because that's not a guarantee that Nana's going to throw a certain direction. Frostbyte reacted to Nana throwing up and then went up and followed up on it. That was really good from Frostbyte.
Team combos in singles.
Yeah.
You'll love to see it.
Insane.
Oh!
Wow. Yeah, Frostbyte is starting to really heat up here.
Oh man, yeah. Oh, missing the. That
would have been
almost
huge.
terrible.
Yeah, that was almost the big break Grab needed, but Grab's got to try to bring this back honestly now. Oof. Great DI, but still in a bad spot as Grab. Okay.
Yeah, those wave dash forwards into forward smash or down smash just covers so much more space on a stage like Yoshi's. So Grab has got to be really aware of that spacing and understand the threat range that Frostbyte actually has.
Right. Oh.
And there's also like slight delays on the up airs and the up smashes, so it catches the jump once in a while, or they don't have the proper DI because it's slightly delayed.
Alright, Grab got the work cut out right now to try to make this comeback. It's gonna be tough. Oh, but that helps. All right,
Look at that. Nana's just like gone.
Yeah. That low percent tipper, especially if you catch Nana without a jump, it's just pretty much instant death.
Platform.
Okay.
Can't take too much more percent here. Grab's neutral is looking very solid to stock though. Perfect range on the forward air, the down tilt there.
Ooh,
Nice.
okay. Quick follow on that forward smash.
Stock. Very, very clean stock. And now Frostbyte's got to gap back because Grab is not just running into these forward smashes and up airs as much as he was doing stocks 1 and 2, 3.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I like the patience from Grab. Really picking the perfect point to jump off the platform and not the greatest DI though.
Dang. Yeah, it was a really good comeback from Grab, and you saw the game plan kind of getting cleaner and cleaner as that game went on. But sometimes, especially against ice climbers, it's too little, too late. If you're at last stock high percent, then there's just so many opportunities for them to kind of sneak in a hit. That even if you're playing the neutral super well, as Grab was on that last stock, sometimes you just get got.
Crazy. But
So 2-1 in Frostbite's favor, but it is best of 5. So Grab's still living for now, and you know that the strongest counter pick by far for Frostbite is out of the way with FD being gone. So we'll see what Grab can do. Gotta win this Yoshi's game first.
for sure, I think that last stock, if Grab plays that kind of neutral style, it's going to be very, very difficult for Frostbite. Just look. Couldn't get hit the way that he was timing the ways off the platform. And this, the Nana KOs in particular,
Yeah.
she's getting KO'd at like 40%.
Yeah, it looked like a much more careful neutral on that last stock from Grab, and if he keeps doing that, then it's gonna be tough for Frostbite. That's kind of one example I always give as playing this matchup. Oh, the up! Hey, Frostbite getting a little creative. That was very unexpected, and manages to nail it in the magnifying glass. As far as examples of great Marth players against ice climbers, Dewan Shroomed is actually really, really good at this matchup. And it all comes down to just the neutral, where he's making it so difficult for ice climbers to get any kind of opening. We're seeing more and more of that kind of style from Grab. Oh! But Frostbite really making those openings count when Frostbite does get one. Okay.
Yeah. The main initiation that Grab gets is like forward throw into F smash because it catches both of them, and a lot of times it catches Nana. But at these kind of higher percents, he's not getting too much off those kind of openings. You know, he'll get like a stray forward air and things of that. Like even the Grab here, gets smashed out. Fortunately, but
Okay.
Oh!
Whoa.
Okay. I'm not sure what that was.
Yeah, not sure what happened there.
The homie stock for Nana, what a friend. Oh, your Nana just SD. Let me get you, dog.
I got it, man.
That's the homiest stock I've ever seen.
That was truly the homiest stock of all time. Oh man.
That really changes up the momentum too. Like you could see Frostbyte just running away with the stock, you know, just like being slightly flustered off of whatever that was. Probably paused because then you just continued the game.
Right. Yeah, that could be what happened. But either way, that certainly changes things up. Not over yet though. Grab can certainly make this comeback. Oh, the great spacing around everything that Icies have, but again, Icies just have this ability to sneak one in eventually. So if you're at that high percent, it's so difficult to just avoid being hit for that long a period. Oh,
great choice to not go for Nana and just close out the edge guard on the main climber. Dude, Grab's last stock, both the Yoshi's games have been stellar.
Yeah,
something kicks in on that last stock for Grab.
For sure. See if they can close it out strong here, but against the sneak in from Frostbyte, getting that down smash, so much damage when you get the double hit.
Grab is doing a good job not being flustered or not doing a panic option after getting hit by the blizzard. You know, he just kind of takes the damage and DIs away, and then he can get back to neutral. In the previous times, he would just get hit off of it with like an up air or something because he's doing a panic option.
Oh, okay. Oh, he got the separation, but just got a little too fishy. Fished in a little too hard for that forward smash. Didn't get either of it. Okay. Oh, and that should be Nana dead.
Oh man, this is so close now.
Yeah, this is definitely anyone's game.
Uh-oh.
A little bit of a flub from Grab.
Gets the edge cancel off that up air, keeping him safe from the down air. Okay. Oh, and down tilt with the slant.
Good, but misses the forward smash. Another chance here for Grab. Oh.
Okay.
So Sperry
rolls in. Oh, gets the jab grab.
Oh, but
it looked like he wanted him to mash out. It looked like he waited before the grab and he was trying to punish off the mash out.
Maybe, yeah.
Or he was just waiting and mistimed it.
That Nair ends up hitting. Oh, it cannot quite land on Randall. Very fortunate for Grab, who had that strange SD earlier. The homie stock for Nana was able to keep the composure and bring it all the way back for force at game 5 in this set. Wow. That was great stuff from Grab. Again, the neutral looking very strong. You can tell in some of these matchups against an Ice Climbers player, you can tell that the player has Ice Climbers experience. And I think we're definitely seeing that right now from Grab, where just knows the matchup well and is playing the neutral as it pretty much is supposed to be played by Marth.
For sure. And I think there's a couple, like, maybe stylistic choices that were specific to Frostbyte that Grab is now getting a little bit more used to as the set is progressing. Specifically, right. I think the way he's doing the blizzard, he's just not getting hit off of it. Like, he takes some damage, resets back to neutral. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, some definite adaptations coming out from Grab. Now we'll see if Frostbyte has any kind of adaptations up their sleeve. It's harder from Ice Climbers' end to, you know, they don't have as much. He's already doing some wild stuff in neutral. It doesn't get much crazier than that, you know what I mean, with the desyncs and stuff. So we'll see if Frostbyte can try to find some bigger openings when Grab is making it more and more difficult as the set has progressed.
Yeah. Good DI on the forward air, not gonna get hit by the F smash, but this is a good setup now because both of them are off stage. Yep, gonna get the KO on Nana.
Mm-hmm. And doesn't get punished for it either, which is big.
The ledge cancels?
Yeah, doesn't lead to anything, but still look cool.
Yeah. Yeah, to staying so far into the stage is kind of allowing Frostbyte to get back, which is fine when you have a lead like this.
Right.
Grab is keeping a really good distance from Frostbyte now.
Yeah.
Far enough away to where you're not going to get wave dash in down smash, but up smash catches him jumping, so that's a good change.
Yeah, that was a good adaptation from Frostbyte. Just great reads in general in the neutral from Frostbyte. That doesn't quite kill. That was pretty close, especially on Stadium, but not quite. But Frostbyte is definitely making some adaptations. Oh, has a good feel for when to kind of slide in with the smash attacks in general. And since Grab keeps jumping out of a lot of those situations, Frostbyte has started incorporating the up smash.
Yeah. I think, oh, that's really good. I think the difficulty here is that Frostbyte is staying far enough away that Grab can almost kind of react a little bit or kind of see it when he's coming in. And he's like jumping back away with forward airs or things of that nature. So the up smash there is really good, but somehow be a little bit closer, that would be great for Frostbyte. Really smart with the up tilt. Off the platform will get a relatively low percent KO.
Yeah, a lot of the times Marth, when they have that separation, will just look for the forward smash every time, but Grab smartly goes for the up tilt, a little bit of a quicker move. Still going to get the kill and leave you a little bit less punishable by Popo.
That was tricky. It looked like Frostbyte was going to grab the edge. I think he wanted to get Grab to do an earlier up B and then edge guard from stage. Or do the thing where Nana will grab the edge and then you can edge guard.
Right. Ooh. Great movement from Grab right now. Does not get that forward smash, though. So Nana still living.
And just leaves Nana completely alone and charges in. Does not get the edge guard. A bad idea.
Yeah, sometimes works out. That time does get the tipper on Nana. It's a tricky thing as far as target selection, target switching when it comes to separated ice climbers. It's arguable sometimes whether it's better to go for Nana. Generally speaking, you want to go for Nana, but sometimes you can make a lot happen by instead going for Pobo. Obviously, the ice climbers is going to expect you to go for Nana, so you can sometimes kind of surprise them by going for Pobo instead.
For sure.
Ooh, that down tilt gonna do it.
That's big. You're not gonna really get too much more off of that stock as Frostbyte, so.
These rolls from Grab have been so on point the entire set, and that's honestly such a strong tool for Marth in this matchup, where he doesn't have the crazy out of shield options that a Spacey might have, for example. He's gotta just roll out of there sometimes.
You just wait a little bit, you can kind of punish those defensive options that they're forced into.
Oh,
so much percent on Nana, actually.
Yeah, that was a big opportunity for Grab to basically wrap up the set if he was able to kill Nana there, but now Nana is off stage. And the save from Frostbyte, very smart. Oh, but the unfortunate SD, and you hate to see the set end that way, but really good set from both players. Grab definitely getting more and more solid in the neutral as the set progressed, which is the key for Marth in that matchup. But we definitely got to give it up for Frostbyte's desync play and just the Grab setups. Just the ice climbers work in the non-wobbling meta these days, looking very nice from Frostbyte overall.
For sure. Especially that FD game. Frostbyte looked so dominant. So dominant.
Yeah.
Like I said, great adaptations from Grab. Man, best of 5. If that was a 2 out of 3, that might have gone Frostbite's way.
I mean, it would have if it played out that way. Obviously, the FD counter pick wouldn't have been in play, but it certainly looked like the length of the set gave Grab some good time to kind of adapt in the neutral, especially. And moving on in winners bracket, of course, Frostbyte still alive in losers as well.
The other side, we got None Younger, which does not look.
Yeah, don't know if